Thanks for checking out Hemlock Mountain Outdoors. I'm Kurt, and in this video, I'm going to take a real quick look at the difference between the CoyotePack hammocks and the RedTail hammocks. Let's start with the RedTail. As you can see, both hammock styles look fairly similar. This is an 11-foot RedTail. That is a wide CoyotePack, the 72-inch CoyotePack. So the differences between the two come down to suspension options, color options, the fabric, and a little bit of the way I build the hammocks. So the RedTail is like my budget hammock line. And when I say budget, I just mean price-wise. So the options that you get with this, you can choose body color, end cap color, and length. Those are the three options you get with this, either 10 or 11-foot hammock. Either length is a 58-inch wide, a single wide hammock. It's still plenty of room on the inside, as you can see. And I tend to have different color options with this line. This yellow is something new I'm testing. I don't have that available yet. If it's something that you're interested in, let me know. I can get it, but it's just not something I'm offering currently. I'm seeing what the interest is in the brighter hammocks versus the more earth tone color hammocks. The fabric I'm using on these is either what I've got for this one, which is, I don't know if it's going to come through in the light or not, but it's a square grid 1.9 ounce 70D ripstop fabric. So it's the same for the end cap. Both these colors, the blaze and the yellow, are both that 70D fabric. I'm starting to transition into a new fabric with this. It's called Diamond Light, and it is a diamond grid 70D fabric, but something about that diamond grid makes it a little bit lighter. It's like 1.8 ounce, and it's a little bit silkier. It's got a little tiny bit of stretch, but I can get it at a really good price because I'm getting it direct from the manufacturer. So that's how I'm able to keep the prices down on this, because it's the fabrics that cost the money. I'm able to get, I got a really good deal on these fabrics, and then when I saw how much people enjoyed the lower cost of this hammock, I went out and got a fabric deal for myself for this Diamond Light fabric, the 1.8 ounce. It's a little bit heavier of a fabric. It's got, like I said, it's got a little stretch, and it's a little bit silky. But it's not like, well, not silky. I guess satiny is more the proper term for it. But then the hammock also only comes with one suspension option, just the cinch buckles. And I do things to cut down on time to build them and cost. I attach the zipper right to the end cap instead of reseating it at all. I use one color thread. Doesn't matter the color of the hammock, it all gets gray thread. It's easier. There's not as much switching of fabrics. The bug netting gets the black thread, but that's it. The bug net, and then the suspension will get black thread. Everything else gets gray. It's just I simplified the build process a little bit. It makes it a little bit faster. And then really the big difference is in those fabrics. Now, also new for 2022, late 2022, is the new multi-mode bug net. There's videos on that. It basically gives you a full netted mode. It gives you this configuration where the bug net is completely retracted into the head end, or if you prefer that to be your foot end. They are symmetrical hammocks, meaning it doesn't matter which way you lay in it. You can use either end, get in either side, it doesn't matter. Personal preference for me, I use the end with the stuff sack as my head end because it's super easy to remember that when I'm setting it up. It's like a bishop style slotted bag, so you just hook onto your suspension, walk it out that way, and I know that that's always my head end. But it doesn't matter. You can set up any way you want, just lay in it any way you want. But so it gives you that end, the option to push that bug net all the way up into there, or it also gives you the option for kind of the more classic RedTail style of that dual entry, dual-sided bug net. And watch the videos on the multi-mode. It'll show you how that works. I'm not going to go into it here because this is a comparison between the two hammocks. So that's pretty much the RedTail in a nutshell. One width, 2 lengths, multiple color options, 1 suspension. The fabrics I get at a lower cost. I pass that savings on to you guys. You get an awesome hammock at a lower price. Now this is a CoyotePack. This is my personal CoyotePack, so this is a little bit different than what you would get normally, but it also shows that you can get customizations if you really want to. For these hammocks, they are 1 length, 11 foot, but there's 2 width options. If you want a narrower hammock, like the 58-inch single width, some people prefer having that little bit less fabric, or like mine, that's the 72-inch. That is, they're monsters. There's so much room in these wide hammocks. The fabric I'm using for these is Dutchware's Hexon 1.6 or 1.6 wide, which is what this is. This fabric is got a lot less stretch, if any at all. It feels a little more like cotton than nylon, and it's not as satiny. It's a proven fabric. I love it. I changed to this in early 2022 and couldn't be happier with the change. Since this is my personal hammock, you notice this net looks a little bit different. I have cut my bug net to an ASIM lay because I always lay head left, feet right. And since it is my hammock and I use it a lot, I like to show different options and customization abilities to people on the trail that they look at it and they want to know different things. So if you want an ASIM hammock, reach out. I can do it. It's all done with the bug net, so it's an easy change to do if you want that. Otherwise, standard, it comes with a, just like the RedTail, that symmetrical bug net, so it doesn't matter which way you lay. Also, they are normally color matching end caps. Again, this is so people can see different options for fabric when I'm out on the trail, so that's why I do it that way. Normally it'd have burnt orange end caps as well. The CoyotePack now also comes with that multi-mode bug net, so you have that option here as well. So like my RedTail over here is set up in zipper-on mode with it retracted, with the bug net retracted. My CoyotePack here is set up in dual zip mode, showing that you can zip that all the way back on either side. Just pull these zippers back to this end and all the way up to that end. You use the shock cords here to roll it up and stow it on the ridgeline. The differences here are that width option. So another difference is the suspension options. You can get multiple setups with this. You can get either cinch buckles, you can get whoopee slings, you can get no suspension. I kind of set up with no suspension, and then on my tree straps I have Dutchware cinch bugs on here because I change hammocks a lot, so most of my personal hammocks don't have cinch buckles because that's just extra cinch buckles for no reason. I just keep the cinch bugs on the straps. I use the same straps all the time. And then in the way I do the build, this has a slightly recessed bug net zipper in the end cap, so it pulls it back. I use color match thread for everything, including the tree straps. It gets both hammocks get 4 pullouts. I don't have them on this one because I don't use them, but they stand up pretty easily on here. Just some small tie outs, so if you want to pull, did I even come through? I don't know if the camera's even looking at just some small pull outs. So if you want to pull it out to keep the bug net away from your face if you're having a problem with that. I never really have that issue, so I don't put them on mine. The Hexon fabric is more expensive for me, so I can't do that super low price, but a lot of people really enjoy this Hexon fabric. I know I do. This is my go-to hammock. Whenever possible, I take my 72-inch wide CoyotePack. The fabric's awesome, the width is awesome, but it's all personal preference. Which one do you prefer? CoyotePacks cost a little more, but it's a lot of the fabric, a little more time in building them with a slightly different build process. They look very similar, so if you like the look of it and you're looking for something that doesn't cost quite as much, the RedTail is the way to go. And if you want that rock solid cottony feel of that Hexon and that extra wide 72-inch width, the CoyotePack is the one to go to. If you're looking for customizations on either one, reach out to me on the custom work form. We'll work something out. I can do longer widths. I know a lot of people are starting to transition to 12-foot hammocks. I haven't added that option yet, but if you want a 12-foot hammock, I can make you a 12-foot hammock. Just let me know what you're looking for. Thanks for checking out the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know which one you prefer. Do you like the lower cost and the simplicity of the build of the RedTail, or do you like that Hexon fabric of the CoyotePack? Let me know. Thanks for checking out. Hope you guys liked it. Maybe I'll see you on the trail. Take care.